What is going on, guys? Greggles TV. It is that time of the year where people are thinking of switching from their Apple iPhones over to, a lot of the time, Samsung Galaxy phones. And we're going to talk about some questions that I found from a person on Reddit asking questions on there. And the thing I want to do is I'm going to answer the questions myself in video form, but also all these questions, I want you to answer them in the comments down below just to add some added traction and maybe more information and more substance to the answers as well, so that if people that are switching from iPhone over to Galaxies will get more context and just more overall yes feeling from what I'm gonna say. So let's jump into these questions. All right, first question, do Samsung phones still become laggy after a year or two, especially in gaming? I'll be honest with you, I generally don't keep my Galaxy phones for more than a year. It's probably in the 6 to 10 month mark that I keep them, and then I upgrade to the next one because there's two flagships, becoming three at this point with the foldable ones, but basically two flagship Galaxy phones. You have the S line and the Note line, and I'll jump between those two phones throughout the year. But regardless, these phones run awesome at this point. Yeah, the last couple of Galaxy phones have been amazing. The Note 9, the Galaxy S10, and how can it be? Also the Galaxy Note 10 are gonna run awesome for years to come. Why? The specs are amazing. You get Snapdragon 855, you get 8 or 12 gigabytes of RAM, depending upon what version of the phone you choose. You have a massive amount of storage, especially with the Note line. You're getting up to 3.0 storage, which is extremely fast. And the software also is streamlined at this point. It's not over and bloated and laggy. It runs awesome. And then to answer the little bit of that question after, is gaming become laggy? No way. Gaming on the Galaxy phones is awesome. And I don't do a ton of gaming either, but when I do, I've had no issues at all. Again, answer all these questions below, guys, in the comments to give these people more substance. Next question, how smooth are the animations these days? So animations, I think, are extremely smooth. I really don't see any issues that much with animations in terms of when you switch them between apps or just jumping around the operating system. I will admit again, I do reduce animations because I feel like, just like on the iPhone, any other phone that has animations, I either turn them down to 0.5, but the cool thing is in the Galaxy phones, you can actually go into settings, and when you're in settings at the top, search reduce animations, and you can actually do it from there and make your phone feel just a little bit faster. So I always do that. But regardless, I don't feel like the animations get in the way of the usage of the phone or make it feel laggy or anything. Is it possible to migrate to Android from iOS? I want to move every app that is also available in Google Play Android, along with the saved data for the games, other saved data in the apps. I know I can easily move contacts and other basic stuff, but was wondering if it's possible to perform a similar action of backing up, restoring from iCloud. Now, when you're switching from an iPhone over to a Galaxy phone, you can download an app on iOS and on your Galaxy phone called Smart Switch, and it'll move a bunch of stuff over that you could possibly want. It's not gonna move over saved game data and stuff like that, but keep in mind that if you have games synced up to different social media platforms or different things that have access to each other, for instance, Facebook. So a lot of games you can save data via your Facebook logon within that game, and then when you sign up or log in on the Android side or vice versa, it will sync all up so that you don't have to redo all your levels or anything like that. So yeah, some of it can, but maybe if it's not synced up in some way in the cloud, then you probably won't be able to do it. But otherwise, the meat of the apps that most people use these days are on both platforms, so you really shouldn't have that many issues. And the last question, how does the Note series since Note 9 face with temperature when gaming? Now again, I don't game that much, but when I do, because I'll do these tests sometimes with the phones, they don't, especially on these Galaxy phones, they don't heat up that much to me anymore. I mean, I remember in the past, like the S7 would heat up an extreme amount. Even the Note 7, no pun intended, I know that phone caught on fire. That phone would heat up a ton, but I don't notice any, overheating or anything when I do my gaming test on the Galaxy phones anymore. They run cool and they run smooth even when they get into those upper, time limits of gaming. So I think if you're thinking about moving from the iPhone to a Galaxy phone, I really think you're gonna be happy with it. And I think it's gonna, like me when I switched over, I'll tell you that for me, it was like, oh man, this is so fresh and new and you can do so much with it. For some people, it might be a little overwhelming, but you can make it as simple and as easy or as, you know, complex and customizable as you want. It's just up to the user themselves. So if you'd like to see more videos like this where I take questions off of Reddit and answer them in video form here, let me know in the comments down below. Also remember, you guys, I'll put the questions on the board right now so you remember them. Just pause it and answer the questions down below. Put like 1, 2, 3, 4 and put answers. So again, these people have more context and more answers. Thanks for watching. See you guys down the road. Peace!